This beautiful lady lost her life in the quest of searching for the right man. She was invited by a lover she met on Facebook, and just within 2 hours of her arrival, he took her life in the most heartless manner. He collided her head against the wall of his house severally until her life was lost, and his reason for perpetrating the act will leave you disturbed. According to the report, the deceased, whose name is Amdalat, happened to have come across a new lover recently on Facebook, and only in a couple of weeks, they both developed mutual feelings for each other. Amdalat is 34 years old, and the new man she met, whose name is Bolanrewa, is 35 years old, and with all indications, she is very much convinced and ready to make things work out, as age is not also smiling on her side. Amdalat is a very hardworking and successful trader who sells foodstuffs and assorted meats, both online and offline, while her new lover, Bolanrewa, is into aluminium works, and they both reside in different parts of Osun State. However, Bolanrewa has been portraying a fake life on the internet, making him look attractive and ready to settle down. But in reality, he is broke and struggling to make ends meet, and always disguises online with borrowed material things. Bolanrewa is not just a fake man, he is also a dangerous gold digger who keeps feeding fat on money from different ladies. He is a master of the game of fake life, and when he met Amdalat online, everything started fine initially, as his regular format is always to keep them addicted to his love. He had carried out his diligent research on Amdalat's online business even before approaching her, and he is very sure that Amdalat is hardworking and doing very fine for herself. She uploads pictures and videos of bulk orders she gets every day, and her patronage is always booming. Bolanrewa did everything to pretend to be a good man who is willing to love and settle down with Amdalat, and in the course of doing this, he invited her over to his place, probably to a fake residence somewhere in Ilesha in the same Osun State, and Amdalat never suspected anything fishy during her first visit, and yet again she has visited his place on 4 different occasions, and in all of these visits, everything still looks promising to Amdalat, and at this point, she was completely relaxed and confident that she now has a man she can call her own, and all of this happened within a period of few months. Finally, Bolanrewa has now gained Amdalat's confidence and trust, and for the last time, he invited her over to his place again on a Sunday, the 7th of July 2024, with claims that someone that he knows very well is willing to buy a large number of the products she is selling in wholesales from her. But in reality, this was a made-up lie. However, when Amdalat got to his place, Bolanrewa's narrative changed again. He began to request for money from Amdalat. He told her to loan him the sum of 2 million naira for his business, and that he would refund it back whenever he is buoyant. Amdalat was completely disappointed, and at this time, she suspected that she was being played all along. There was no customer anywhere waiting to buy any of her goods, and yet again, Bolanrewa was requesting for 2 million naira as loan from her. She confidently declined his request and told Bolanrewa that she has no money at the moment. But unfortunately, beyond her expectation, Bolanrewa moved closer to her and grabbed her head, and at countless times, he pounded it against the wall of his room. And while he was doing all of this, Amdalat was begging him not to take her life, but unfortunately, all of her pleadings fell into his deaf ears, and when she was weak and fell to the floor, Bolanrewa stormed outside and still returned with a hard plank and finished it on her head until Amdalat's life was lost in his hands. It is still not clear if his true intention is to make transfer of all Amdalat's money to himself, or he only did that out of anger because of his failed mission. Unfortunately for him, he was exposed by neighbors and people around who suspected his moves while packing sand from outside to clean up the red fluid coming from Amdalat's head, and finally he was handed over to the police after Amdalat's lifeless body was discovered with him. And during police questioning, he confessed to committing the crime and narrated to the police all that has transpired between them. But sad enough, Amdalat is no longer alive to tell her own side of the story. Social media is a great place to meet and engage with strangers, but not everyone on social media is indeed a human. May her soul rest in peace.